What is up, people? Video Game XD, and we are back with another video. Well, today we're gonna go over my favorite video game stores in Michigan. That's right. I'm talking about pawn shops. I'm talking about trade centers. I'm talking about mom and pop video game shops for your everyday video game needs. And some of these stores sell DVDs, Blu-rays, other stuff too, collectibles. And I wanted to go over some good stores you can check out here in Michigan. If you ever, if you guys live in different states, you want to travel out to Michigan, look at some video game stores, find some good deals on video games, movies, collectibles. I would say these are my favorite stores I've been to, personally. It's not in order or anything, it's kind of random, but here we go. GameQuest. GameQuest at 21 in Gratiot in Chesterfield, Michigan. Fucking amazing store, amazing. Very good deals for very decent prices. They got Super Nintendo games, Genesis. They got Sega Saturn games. Like anything you can think of in that place, they got. Really like GameQuest. 21 in Gratiot, Chesterfield, Michigan. I used to go there way back in I don't know, maybe like a decade ago when I used to live out there. The next store, Time Travelers. Time Travelers Inc. in Berkeley, Michigan. Now this store, they sell like comic books, they sell action figures, stuff like that. But they do have a video game section, and I have found some gems at that place. Time Travelers is great in Berkeley, Michigan. Check that place out. The next store, Mind Games in Shelby Charter Township, Michigan. Mind Games, they're pretty pricey, but they have a lot of rare stuff in that place. They have sealed copies of games. They have a lot of rare stuff there. I've only been there a few times, but they had a lot of good stuff, regardless of the kind of outrageous prices. But they have a lot of stuff in that place. Check out Mind Games in Shelby Township. The next store, Blast to the Past. Blast to the Past is in Roseville, Michigan. I used to live out there. I love that place. The owner is a very cool guy. Every time I go there, I talk with him, chit-chat a little bit. He's got video games in there. He's got DVDs. He's got action figures. He even has a porno section. If you're looking to buy some porno. Blast to the Past, Roseville. Love that place. The next place, Retro Taku Video Games in Madison Heights, Michigan. I used to live out there too. Very good store for they have a lot of Japanese stuff there. Japanese, Europe stuff too. And very good prices, very cheap. I like Retro Taku. I really like that place. The next store, Play On in Davison, Michigan. I talk about it all the time. I love Play On. I used to live right down the street, like 5 minutes away. Their N64 games and PlayStation 1, stuff like that's really kind of high priced, but they're like Xbox games, PS2, GameCube. Stuff like in that category is decently priced. Play On's a good store in Davison, Michigan. The next store is actually a pawn shop, Joe's Super Pawn in Roseville, Michigan. I actually found a Super Nintendo, a Model 2, the slim ones, which you don't see those often. I found that for $20 with 2 controllers. That was a hell of a deal. And I found some good stuff at Joe's Super Pawn. I don't know if he's still in business. I haven't been there in 10 years, but he's probably still in business. Very good pawn shop. They do have video games in there and Blu-rays. The next store is actually another pawn shop. I used to go here all the time. I found so much shit at this place. I've been going here since I was 6 years old. I remember buying PlayStation 1 games in this place. It is the Cash Exchange. It's in Roseville, Michigan / Clinton Township. I know they 10 years ago they relocated from this street to this street. But I'm pretty sure it's still in Roseville and Clinton Township. Somewhere around that area. Like I said, I used to go here when I was a little kid. I remember buying PlayStation 1 games, and I even found a Nintendo Wii for like $30 in the box. I mean, it was used, but it came with the box and everything. I bought my PlayStation 3 from that place. I've had it since 2009. Still works. I love Cash Exchange. Very good store. Classic. The next store, this is in Roseville, Michigan. Hot Hits Records, a.k.a. Hot Hits. They sell like a lot of Juggalo stuff, ICP, Twisted. But they have like tons of video games too. They got PlayStation games, PS2, Xbox, Super Nintendo. Like, they got collectibles in there. Hot Hits is a great fucking store. I used to love that place. Not just for Juggalo stuff, but for video games and collectibles. Hot Hits in Roseville, great place. Disc Replay in Livonia, Michigan. There's disc replays all over, but I really like the Livonia location the best. Because I found so much stuff in that place, and I've traded in stuff there too, and they gave me a lot of money. So I really like the Livonia Disc Replay. And Retro Replayed in Burton, Michigan. Retro Replayed, very good store for old school video games, and decently priced. I like Retro Replayed in Burton. And the last place I gotta mention, Taylor Trade Center in Taylor, Michigan. Mark actually introduced me to this place. They do have they got a couple like video game like stores in there, and you know, ran by mom and pop. You know, it's like a mom and pop's video game. I don't know how to explain it. It's a trade center, but they have video game like standees, and there's old school video games they sell, and it's a very cool place. I like Taylor Trade Center. So yeah, Game Quest 21 in Gratiot, Chesterfield, Michigan. Time Travelers in Berkeley, Michigan. Mind Games in Shelby Charter Township, Michigan. Blast to the Past in Roseville, Michigan. Retro Taku video games in Madison Heights, Michigan. Play On in Davison, Michigan. Joe's Super Pawn in Roseville, Michigan. Cash Exchange in Roseville/Clinton Township, Michigan. Hot Hits in Roseville, Michigan. Disc Replay in Livonia. Retro Replayed in Burton, Michigan. And Taylor Trade Center in Taylor. That is my list. If you guys ever come out to Michigan, check these game stores out. You will find video games, you'll find Blu-rays, you'll find action figures, collectibles, comic books. These places are great. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to follow Video Game XD on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, like us on Facebook, subscribe right here to YouTube, and follow Video Game XD on Instagram, and visit the Video Game XD shop for official Video Game XD merchandise. I will leave the link in the description. I'm Charles Reed. See you next time.